this week, and the pretense was, hey, he might not light it up in the workout, but oh my gosh, what a kid! And I heard the comparison twice as far as the person to Dak Prescott in this process, where Senior Bowl, this was the Pied Piper, Combine, everyone loved him, but then come the draft, well, maybe the workout. Guess what? You added now a 4.5 or a 4.49. Suddenly, it might not be.
Whoa. Well, what's going on, everybody? It's BucosLocker coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos, and make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Keep supporting the channel. I really do appreciate that. Oh! Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Fam! Oh, Lord! Oh, my goodness. I'm watching the NFL Combine right now. Day one, the receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends. And, man, Chris Olave just ran a 4.26. That is fast. Remember that the Bucs need another receiver. Look, man, it's a lot of this draft is very deep. Not top heavy, but very deep in some positions. Receiver is one of them. And the Bucs do need a third receiver. But man, Chris Olave ran a 4.26. And the Bucs do need a third receiver. So a reason why I'm watching today's day one, because I wanted to look at the receivers. The receiving class is very deep, and the Bucs can probably get one of these guys in the later rounds, which would be pretty good. The Bucs need a third receiver. I thought we were stacked at the receiver position, but we wasn't as stacked as we were. We were top heavy. That's a big difference between being stacked and being top heavy. Being stacked at receiver means you're just every receiver, almost every receiver, can come in there and make some plays, but we were top heavy at the receiving spot, and of course with Evans and Godwin and Antonie Brown, with Gronkowski, right? The talent wise, we were top heavy, but when it came down to the get down for the other guys to perform, it was underwhelming, And what up, Derek? Al, Bucs for life. What's up, man? Come join me, man. I haven't done a locker room talk yet, man. It's been a while since I've done one, but I think I'll do one for the draft. I've been making these videos. You wish, what up, man? You said Trask is it. what you expect? what you expect? Do you expect something different or something? I mean, you saying Trask is it? I mean, like what? I've been trying to get y'all mentally prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, y'all trash. What you expect? Like, what would y'all expect? Tom Brady to come back or something? I mean, I'm just curious. Like, what y'all expect to get Russell Wilson or something? Sean Watson? Like, come on, man. Like, I'm just asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Gator guy all day, so I want to see Trash succeed. You Seminole fans and you Hurricane fans, stop it right now. You USF Bull fans, stop it. UCF fans, stop it to support Kyle Trask. But the Bucs receiving core needs some upgrade. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Did y'all read a story or something? Like why y'all saying trash time? I mean, like did I miss something on did I miss an article or something? Did I miss an interview with the Arians or something? I mean, what's the reason for saying trash time? What y'all? What's the catch? Did I miss some news or something? I mean. But back to the Bucs receiving core. The Bucs receiving core was very top heavy. I thought a lot of people thought we were loaded. Apparently, that we were not really like that because when we had the injuries, the guys that we thought that was going to step up and and really do some things, unfortunately, disappointed a lot of us. Tyler Johnson, solid player, but it's a reason why he got drafted later rounds. Was it a new interview? Because I saw the interview already. I mean, what Talking about today? Was it a new interview today? Because I saw the interview of Jason Light day before yesterday. But back to the receiving core. Tyler Johnson didn't step up like I thought he would in his second year. Scotty Miller, for some strange reason, can't really get consistent route running from him. Cyrus Grayson, undrafted for a reason. Talent is a big deal, folks. And oh, wow. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what the Bucs do at the receiving in the draft or a free agency. Should the Bucs go grab a free agent receiver? You know, you resign Chris Godwin, but do you go get a guy in the second or third round or fourth round? I mean, do you go get one of these guys? Because these receivers are solid, man. Not like crazy good, but a lot of these receivers are pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's a solid group. They're all around about the same, but I think this gonna be this class is gonna have some gems, man. I mean, this class is gonna have some good receivers, man. Chris Olave, man, he ran a 4.26. That pretty much like the Bucs picked 27. Now, here's the scenario: what if everybody that the Bucs really wanted off the board, D-line, O-line off the board? Do the Bucs go get Chris Olave? I'm just saying, dog. Like. I'm a receiver, so you know I'm gonna talk up the receivers. You know what I'm saying? And the cornerbacks and the safeties. But man, Chris Olave in a Bucs uniform. Wait, it looks tempting. You know, the Bucs got a chance to get James Conner. Now here's another draft where the Bucs can get a really good running back, Bryce. Reese. Bryson Reese from Iowa State, Kenneth Walker III, James Cook, the guy from North Carolina. You know, there's some running backs out there. Once again, here the Bucs again, and for the fourth straight year, got a chance to get a really good running back through the draft. And I don't know, man. The Bucs might have an opportunity to draft James Cook. Will they pass up on him in the third, fourth round? Because he's not a first round pick, not even a second round pick, but that third round, fourth round, the running backs are sitting right there. Will the Bucs pull the trigger? No, I'm just hypothetically. I mean, it's just a wishful thinking. That's all. Of course, the Bucs not gonna draft a receiver in the first round, but I'm just saying, man, like I'm just in a parallel universe. If all the guys are gone and Olave's sitting right there, I'm just saying, Olave gonna look bad in the Bucs uniform, man. It's 4.26, and he got hands, and he can run routes. But you know what's so crazy? I think the best receiver on the Ohio State Buckeyes was Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson was the best receiver on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now remember, Jamison Williams, some of the drafts got Jamison Williams going to the Bucs at 27, 28, whatever. But I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be. I ain't want. But Garrett Wilson's really good. Garrett Wilson's pretty good. I think he was the best receiver on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Think about it. Ohio State had Garrett Wilson, they had Chris Olave, and they had Jamison Williams, and they had the guy that went in the bowl game, that crazy name he got. I can't pronounce his name, but he had like 300 yards receiving. Like, yeah, him too. But I think Garrett Wilson gonna be cool. And Dotson nice too, from Penn State. He got some really good hands. And I'm telling y'all, look at the Bucs receiving core. It ain't deep as y'all thought it was. I just kind of ran it down a little bit, and y'all looking at the receivers run right now. Let's get back to the receivers. It's underwhelming, man. And the media, that's why sometimes you got to take a look for a second and just take a step back and just really look at the position for what it is. Everybody running 4.3s, man. Good God. Good, man. This receiving core is fast. He slowed down, too. Yeah, I'm just saying, like a lot of us was in the belief that the receiving core was deep, and it really wasn't. It was just three receivers really. Had to bring in Rashad Perriman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and considering the Bucs receiving core, Rashad Perriman, where he got drafted, was a bust. He got one good year with James Wilson. James Winston. James Winston got him paid. Like I said, Justin Watson. I mean, these guys that we got behind, not AB ain't coming back. We know that Godwin. Hopefully, he comes back, and Evans. And Evans getting older. So where's the guys that can step in? You know what I'm saying? And the Bucs did get exposed at the receiving core. And it was supposed to be deep, but it wasn't deep that we thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to have to be honest with you, let's just keep it real. It's hard to have a deep receiving core in the NFL. It is. It's hard to have 4 or 5 guys, receivers, like, two outside guys and a slot guy and a guy behind him. Like, there's not too many teams that can run 4 or 5 receivers out there. So I think what they meant to say, the Bucs receiving core was top was top heavy. Yeah, Godwin. Let's just go ahead and say it. Godwin comes back. Godwin won't play until probably what, week 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? So we still, it's just one of those things you might want to look at. But the Bucs got to do something at the receiving core, man. Just a little worried. I'm just showing some concern. I gotta watch the receivers. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch the receivers, man. And there's some guys that the Bucs can get, man. And the positions that I want the Bucs to kind of maybe just get a sleeper guy that's really good. Running back and receiver. I'm not saying you got to get one through the draft, but for agency or draft, just get a running back and a receiver. That's you know what I'm saying. I prefer the Bucs to draft running back. You know what I'm saying? Because running backs, you can get running back 3rd, 4th, 5th round, 6th round if you do your research. But the Bucs haven't done a great job drafting running backs, which is kind of disheartening. You know what I'm saying? The Bucs passed up on Dalvin Cook. I'm not letting that rest. Could have got Jonathan Taylor. Could have got J.K. Dobbs. Could have traded up to get one of those guys. And the Bucs chose not to do that. They signed Leonard Fournette. They had Ronald Jones, but Ronald Jones is not coming back. He's an adult. Like, why would Ronald Jones re-sign with the Bucs? He's not getting the burn. Why would he? That's 2 coaching staff with the Bucs that Ronald Jones didn't progress. So why would he come back? So we can already say Ronald Jones ain't coming back. Leonard Fournette gonna want to get a contract. He want to get paid after two years of improving play. And remember now, those 2 years that we got Leonard Fournette was in his prime. So now he's on the back end of his prime. So he got 1 contract left. He want to get paid, and somebody gonna throw some money at him. I think the Bucs will be okay letting Fournette go. Let's just keep it real. Like, if they keep Leonard Fournette, that's cool. But if they don't, I don't think they're gonna really be tripping about that because the running back draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if they don't sign Leonard Fournette, if somebody signed him off of the contract, now running back gonna be a question mark. You know what I'm saying? So there's some running backs in this draft that, just saying, this is gonna be I'm telling y'all. I told y'all about this draft. This draft ain't gonna be one of those. It can't be a 2021 draft class. Can't do that. You got to get 3 guys that can play right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a whole draft class and only 1 playing part-time. It just can't happen. That 2021 draft class was underwhelming as a whole. 4-2-1? Tyquan Thornton ran a 4-2-1? Four-2-1 is the record. Tyquan Thornton ran a 4-2-1. Too choppy.
Smooth as can be. Okay. We got a bison. Let's check out Tristian Watson. The school that sent us Trey Lance and the card quarter.
Oh! That North Dakota State receiver, nice too. I like him. Everybody running fast this year in the draft, dog. Everybody fast. The Bucs need some speed on their receiving core, man. Dog, Christian Watson from North Dakota State is sleeper. Got my eye on him, man. If the Bucs can find a way to get him. Christian Watson from North Dakota State, dog.
And then now we already saw Olave run a 4.26. Again, that's our unofficial time there. See what Garrett Wilson does.
That was like a 4-4. Oh, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, I'm telling y'all, man. Garrett Wilson, dog, smooth, man. He's smooth.
Here is the one with 347 yards in the Rose Bowl. I called my buddy at Ohio State. I said, so the receivers aren't playing in the Rose Bowl. Oh, Olave and they must think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're okay. 4.55 Michael Woods from Oklahoma.
Christian Watson, dog.
See how many guys are gonna run twice. With those times, if these guys just posted,
You just
one
see it.
time to do a workout here.
Like Dion, you get into the waiting car and get out.
Dog, 4-2-1, dog.
That's what it looks like.
I wouldn't even run again.
This group,
I think it was the mix of
was that a mix of everybody in there?
Good.
That's a fast group of receivers, man. Good God. Everybody was fast in that group. Look at Jason Light.
He lows 4.6s and he rips off a 4.5 fly.
Yeah, Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson, Rashard Perriman, man, nah, it's underwhelming.
So Chris Godwin comes back healthy. They've signed him. Just think Mike Evans, the greatest receiver.
The Bucs can use another receiver. Let's be real. That Baylor receiver, man, 4-2-1. Somebody he getting drafted. He getting drafted.
And you talk to the guys at UCLA, they say he loves to talk trash now.
He getting drafted probably 3rd, 4th round. Might even get to the 2nd round with that speed. That's ridiculous. You put him out there on that wide out, boy. Oh Lord have mercy. You line up against, you got two cover 2, cover 3. But when a man was out on him, dog. But guys that run really fast, they're like one-trick ponies.
He's got some incredible high-point catches down the field.
Yeah, this receiving class is not top heavy. It's just all around like solid. It's not like crazy good. You know what I'm saying? But they got some gems in there though, man. I can see the gems, man. I can see them. I seen them play on Saturdays. I seen a lot of receivers play on Saturdays, man. There's some gems there, man. Garrett Wilson, dog. I'm trying to tell y'all. Garrett Wilson. Don't sleep on that dude, man.
You've already seen him for your top 50. Dotson. John Dotson from Penn State. Jameson Williams is not participating. He's 27. Neither is Drake London. He's under 13 on your list.
Why is Drake London not running?
We just saw he's 14 on your list. Olave is 26. And the highest
I think Olave just made himself more money.
6 on your top.
And Garrett Wilson, too. I think Olave and Garrett Wilson just made some more money. I think they're going to go up in the draft. But Drake London not running, though? And that's not, I don't understand that.
I compared him to Justin Jefferson, and that the only knock on him was that some perceived that he didn't have big time speed. And Jefferson came out here and ran in the high 4.3s, I believe. He just came out here and did the exact same thing.
Oh, why Drake London didn't run? Pickens nice too. I watched him as I watched Pickens, man. He was under, but he didn't get utilized like he should have been. Like Georgia's not a throwing team like that. If Pickens would have been with Alabama or Ohio State, Baylor, you know what I'm saying, Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying, if he would have been, you know, Pittsburgh,
I can't remember what that line was.
you know what I'm saying, if he would have been into a throwing team, Pickens would be a 1st round pick. But Pickens gonna slide to the 2nd, 3rd round. I'm telling y'all, the Bucs can slip up and get one of these guys in the 3rd, 4th round, man. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I'm sitting back watching this, man. The Bucs can slip up and get one of these guys in the 3rd round that's like productive, like good on tape. I'll be okay with that. In the 3rd round, running back or receiver? What y'all think? Because, you know, the first 2 rounds is trenches. Don't care about none of that. What y'all think? First 2 rounds, trenches, right? The O-line, D-line, right? Either or. O-line first, D-line second, you know. But 3rd round, running back, receiver, dog. Like, let's be real. Let's keep it real, dog. Running back and receiver in that 3rd round, boy. It's going to be some gems sitting there. I'm kind of I'm with that though. Right. I'm just saying, dog. Running back, receiver in the third round or fourth round, like either running back third round, receiver fourth round, or receiver third round, running back fourth round. I'm okay with that. But as long as you get the trenches in the first 2 rounds, look. I would be a happy customer, a happy fan, if the Bucs can come out of this draft with an O lineman and a D lineman and a running back and receiver. I'm just saying, I'll be ecstatic. I'm just watching the combat with y'all for a little bit, just chilling with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just want y'all to watch this with me. Everybody fast. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep repeating myself. This receiving class, it ain't like crazy, like 7 receivers in the first round type thing. But they got some, it's deep. This receiving class is deep. I wanted to see Drake London run. Because he said something about Mike Evans. He compared himself to Mike Evans. I want to see Drake London run. Breece Hall, that's his name, Breece Hall. Isaiah Spiller, Breece Hall. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, the Bucs, man, I'm just saying. Look, if the Bucs might get traded back into the second round, grab one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is the Bucs can trade back in the second round and grab one of these running backs in the back end of the second round. I'm like, all right, we cool with that. I'm going to keep it 100, man. I'm going to keep it 100. Got to get one of these running backs, man. I'm telling you, man, this running back class, it ain't crazy, like, oh my gosh, like, can't miss prospect. But a lot of them dudes, this whole draft is solid. Let's just keep it 100. This whole draft is solid. Like, it's going to be a lot of good players in this draft. Like, you know what I'm saying? Superstars-wise, I'm not too sure about as far as superstars in this draft class. Like, flat-out superstar. But, man, it's going to be some solid guys that can become superstars in this draft class. And if the Bucs can mess around and get one, if they can get a solid running back, just be solid in the later rounds. Get a receiver, solid in the later rounds. Man, look. Or make a splash and trade back into the second round. Trade back into the second round, you know what I'm saying, and get a running back. That's why I thought the Bucs was going to do that last year or in 2020. Or was it last year? I really thought that they were going to do that. 2021. I really thought they was going to trade back into the second round and get one. Or even the year before that in 2020. The receiver core going to be good, man. This receiver core is solid, dog. All I'm saying is the receiver core is solid. Yeah, somebody mentioned the Colorado State tight end. Yeah, he nice. Even that Texas A&M tight end nice too. Winnemeyer. Yeah, that Texas A&M tight end nice too. Look, man, y'all gotta lay off on Jason Light, man. He ain't that bad, man. Come on now. Lay off of Brucey and Jason Light, man. They not bad. They just sometimes they make some head scratching moves. I can't get over the draft class last year. Part-time Joe Tryon and nobody else did anything. That didn't make any sense. Because now when you look at the draft class from last year, question marks. Joe Tryon, we know what we getting with him. He's going to get better. But I'm just saying, like, question marks with last year's draft class. I think this year's draft class got a chance to be way better. Because now these guys got to play. Because we need 2 starters. Let's keep it 100. We need 2 starters out of this draft class. I'm talking about productive. Oh, so they said 4.28. So, oh no, that's Christian Watson. Yo, Christian Watson is 6'4". Christian Watson is gonna be a sleeper. He big and he fast. Dog, Christian Watson is big and fast. He look like Mike Evans, just faster. Olave didn't run again. Garrett Wilson didn't run again. And Tyquan Thornton didn't run again. They didn't need to.
Coach need one more 40. Nope.
That dude ran at 4.21, man. Y'all, what y'all think about Kenny Pickett's hand size? 8.5. Man, his hands my size. Like, that's not cool, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take a piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and take your thumb on one side, and then take your other hand and put it on the other side. That's 8 inches, 8.5 inches. 8.5 by 11. You know, I wanna go to the draft. I want to go to the combine. I want to go to the draft one of these years, man. I would love to go to the draft one. It's got to be, maybe if the draft come to Tampa, I'll go to the draft. Because they be having a draft in, you know, weird, crazy. I don't know. Maybe they have it in Tampa one year. I'll go. Have the draft in Tampa. I would love to be at the draft. I'll be in that big crunk. Let's get crunk. We'll be in that thing deep. We'll be showing out, man. When they gonna give us a draft? When they gonna give Tampa a draft? Can we host a draft? Can we host a combine?
Okay, so Garrett Wilson and Williams are both gonna rest their cases
Plenty fast enough.
and get out there and do the
Garrett Wilson, dog.
And this is the last 40 from the wide receiver group.
Yo, Keyshawn Vaughn, man. There's running backs in this draft class way better than him. That was a stupid. Let's be real. Let's just call it for what we see. That was a stupid pick. All these running backs that came after Keyshawn Vaughn last year in his draft class was doing way better than him. DJ Dallas, Antonio Gibson, they doing way better than him.
Chris Olave is 40, and we timed it at 4:26 unofficially. We'll get the official time shortly.
These guys ain't got no body fat on them. These receivers, dog. Olave got no body fat. Cabbage Patch Kid.
Desmond Ritter, the quarterback, who will see work through on-field drills as his buddies watching his 40 three-time captain. Yes, they love it.
They said Desmond Ritter is like Marcus Mariota. Same, like if you look at the numbers, it's like the same guy.
Does this Baylor pair have the fastest 40-yard dash in the history of the combine?
4.21. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, the draft in Vegas this year. I wanted it to be in Tampa, man. When we gonna get a draft? Yeah, Sony Michelle wouldn't be bad. But yeah, Keyshawn Vaughn, man. I just can't get over that, man. I just can't get over that wasted pick, man. That was a waste. Can we just get rid of the Keyshawn Vaughn experiment? Because the crazy thing about it is none of us talking about it. In a good way. Nobody, like, I'm in all the Bucs groups pretty much, all the main ones on Facebook, even on social media, on Twitter. Nobody's talking about Keyshawn Vaughn going into the third year. Everybody's over him. Everybody's over Keyshawn. Remember when Bruce Arians tried to hype up Keyshawn Vaughn? Remember when Bruce Arians tried to hype up Keyshawn Vaughn to the fan base, and nobody believed it. Nobody believed Keyshawn Vaughn was going to be really good. I will never forget that when Bruce Arians was like, yeah, Keyshawn Vaughn, he's more than capable. No, I'm paraphrasing. No, I'm saying Keyshawn Vaughn. I was like, what? Keyshawn Vaughn? I watched him at Vanderbilt. Like, no, man. He's a faster Peyton Barber. I don't want to see that. Never forget, folks, we had Peyton Barber starting. Peyton Barber's not a starting running back, but he was starting thanks to Dork Cutter. Could have got Dalvin Cook. I think you know what's so crazy. I think the Bucs gonna be pressured to draft a running back this draft. I don't know why, but I got a funny feeling the Bucs gonna be pressured to draft running back. They're gonna be pressured to draft one because just saying it's another opportunity to get a solid running back. It's another opportunity to get a running back, dog.
You've been such a positive force and so loving. Thank you. You're welcome.
If you or your family are noticing
Keyshawn Vaughn is going into his third year. Nobody's excited to see him run the ball. Nobody is talking about him saying, "Oh man, Keyshawn Vaughn, he gonna make that third year jump. Yeah, Keyshawn Vaughn gonna be a beast." Nobody. We're talking about running backs in the draft class. We're talking about Sonny Michel and Saquon Barkley coming to the Bucs. That shows you the confidence that the Bucs Nation has with Keyshawn Vaughn. Nah, bruh. You are tripping. You are in a minority group of a Keyshawn Vaughn fan. You're the minority. It's a very small group of people.
Russell Wilson, Marcus Mariota, you said Ritter reminds you of Mariota, and yeah, he's fastest. Blaming it on the turf.
You are in the minority with Keyshawn Vaughn, fam. Oh. Why did we draft? Can anybody explain why we draft Keyshawn Vaughn in third round? Matter of fact, let me see if y'all smart. Who we could have drafted instead of Keyshawn Vaughn in the third round?
Be run by big offensive linemen and running backs. Okay, Chris Olave ran a unofficial 4.26 and then said, "I'll see you in the drills." So we're about to see him in the drills. What do we already see from the eye of the sky from him?
Well, let's get to the video first of all. I'm going to spare you his first game against Michigan, where he caught 2 touchdowns, blocked a punt. And we're going to go straight to these highlights against Clemson, where you can see the vertical speed tracking the post. He gets on top of coverage easily. Here he is working against Patrick Surtain, one of the best young corners in the NFL. You see his crisp ability to get in and out of the break. Here he is at the top, showing you some nuance. He's going to work back to the pylon, sells him with the head, comes back, working back to the football. Very loose, very fluid, and outstanding route.
Antonio Gibson.
Moves, getting over the top, high pointing the football. Outstanding, very competitive, going up and getting it. So that speed is real. It absolutely translates to the field, and watch how smooth he gets out. I mean,
Ooh, he fast.
as smooth as it gets to go under 4.3.
And he's just like, he's running a 100-yard dash there. You knew it. Well,
People ain't got no body fat on them, man. These receivers ain't got no body fat. They body fat less than 10%.
Almost an accident as LeBron's checking in. Love the Buckeyes doing their thing. But they were there to recruit a quarterback in Jack Tuttle. He hadn't played his junior year. Olave hadn't. And so they go there, and the coach says, "Hey, I've got this fast receiver. He hasn't played yet, but you ought to keep an eye on him." So Ohio State monitors his first game. So this kid's pretty good. Second game, he's really good. By the third game, they offered him, brought him out for a visit.
Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 receivers in the top 50 prospects.
notice the shot you took in my direction.
But you got to win this year.
By the way,
That you said that he took in the Saints. Was it the Saints game? He got lit up too, dog. He had no confidence. That Saints man, the Saints made us look bad, man. The Saints took the Bucs hard twice. I'm like, damn. Remember, dog, that game that we didn't score a point? I'm like, dang, dog, not a point? Not even a field goal, man. Keyshawn Vaughn got popped. Pow!
is also out on the field. There are 2 Buckeyes, and you have
Chris Olave has no body fat on him.
rated player on the field.
Small, skinny, man. These guys need to put some weight on him, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Is sitting there.
He said, that was humiliating. Yeah, the Saints embarrassed us, man. Twice. 2 years in a row. Like, that's not good, man. The Bucs gotta get they sugar honey iced tea together, man. That was embarrassing though.
Tell you what, there's a lot of Cincinnati guys out here, and I think Cincinnati and Baylor have represented pretty well the early portion of the combine.
In terms of Baylor, we're still waiting to hear if Thornton is the fastest guy in the history of combine.
Yeah, we gotta redeem ourselves with the Saints and the Rams, dog.
Hall of Famers Kurt Warner.
Gotta redeem ourselves with the Saints and Rams. That was embarrassing, dog. We gotta beat them. It's gonna be hard to beat them without Brady. Let's be real. And I just don't see Trash beating the Saints and the Rams. Or Blaine Gabbert. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'm just gonna be 100. I'm keeping it real in 2022. I've been doing it for years. Maximum feelings, dog. Kyle Trask, Blaine Gabbert versus Rams and Saints ain't happening, bro. I'm just keeping 100. If we couldn't win with Brady, what makes you think we're gonna beat him with Trask and get Blaine Gabbert? I'm just keeping it 100. Like, y'all think we're going to beat the Saints twice with Blaine Gabbert and Kyle Trask? Like, let's be real. That defense against them? Oh, man, come on, fam. That game going to have to be like a 3-0 or a 6-3 game, dog. We're not beating the Saints with Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert. Let's be real. Even if we stop the Saints offense from scoring, they'll find a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we couldn't beat him with Tom Brady, we scored no points with Tom Brady. So all of a sudden, Blaine Gabbert and Kyle Trask is supposed to just come in and just beat the Saints, or wreck the Saints defense and chuck the ball around, and the Bucs offense looking explosive against the Saints defense without Tom Brady. Like, let's keep it real. Like, we just keeping it real. If y'all want to keep it real, let's keep it real. And I'm not trying to be negative Nancy. I'm just telling y'all exactly what I see on tape. If we couldn't beat him with Brady, what makes you think we're gonna beat him with Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert? Unless we run the ball down their throats.
Interesting just to watch these guys and how they've developed a feel, even with those rubbery gloves. But there's got to be a little bit more tack on there. How that helps you.
I'm just keeping it real for. I know y'all ain't going to hear that, but if we couldn't beat him with Brady, well, I don't give Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert much of a shot. 27 points. Wait a minute now. Think about this. Let's go back to the last 4 regular season games. 2020, I forgot to score the first game. What does anybody remember the score of the first game in 2020? I can't remember off the top of my head, but the second game was 38-3. With Tom Brady. 38-3 the second game in 2020. And then in 2021, 36-27. Then the second and third in the second game of 2021, 9-0. Unless we run the ball down their throat, we ain't finna beat them. 34-20. Okay. 34-23. Unless we pound the ball, which the Bucs not known to do that. Unless we pound the Saints to death, how are we gonna beat them? Because we can't throw them. Not with Blaine Gabbert and Kyle Trask. We got to do what the New England, like, remember New England can rush the ball, like 1 week New England can run the ball for like 4 to 6 times. Remember we get the Buffalo Bills last year? New England ran the ball like 50-something times and they won the game. That's how the Bucs can beat the Saints. The Bucs can beat the Saints. They can. Beef up the O-line and run the ball 50 times. Because you ain't chucking the ball on the Saints. I don't care what. Oh, yeah, we could throw the ball on the Saints. Well, Blaine Gabbert and Kyle Trask. I want y'all to be real with yourself. Payday. You want payday? I'm just having fun with y'all right now, folks. I'm being fun. I'm being funny. But also, I'm kind of being realistic, too. So, it's just going to be hard for the Bucs to beat the Saints and Rams. It's just going to be hard. We know this. I think we already know how difficult those 3 games are going to be. Twice against the Saints and once against the Rams. I think we have an idea. We already know those games are going to be very difficult to win. Let's be real. Like, look, the best way to protect Kyle Trask is beef up the O-line and get the running game going. That's how you protect a young quarterback. Remember the Cleveland Browns, when the Cleveland Browns O-line was a suspect and they went out and got Jack Conklin They drafted Jadarick Willis. They got the guard and they got the center. Like, I wouldn't be surprised the Bucs just beef up the O line. Like, you about to lose some guys, just beef up the O line. And get that renegade and go get Brees Hall or Kendall Walker III or James Cook. Just get the O line beefed up, and because you're gonna have to run the ball. You can't run no risky no biscuit with Blaine Gabbert and Kyle Trask. You can't do that. That's setting them up for failure. Like, you don't put a young quarterback out there and say chuck the ball around. You just don't do that. You asking for disaster. Have you seen Blaine Gabbert numbers under Arians? Horrible. Because you horrible. Because you horrible. In my JC voice. Smack just throw the lobs to us. Anything got the bottom, feed us. Bars. Because you horrible. Blaine Gabbert's not good, folks. I don't care what Bruce Arians say. Blaine Gabbert's not good, folks. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I'm sick of this beating around the bushes crap. Blaine Gabbert is not good. I would rather see Kyle Trask out there than Blaine Gabbert. I don't want to see Blaine Gabbert. If we're gonna lose, I want to see Kyle Trask out there. At least he can get some reps in and develop, and we can see what we do. We need to get a quarterback next year, or that we can build on Kyle Trask. Because we don't have the young receiving. We don't have the young offensive core like the Steelers, with Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Claypool, Freemer, the tight end from the tight end that the Steelers got. We don't have that young receiving core like the Steelers or like the Broncos. We don't have a young core and a young quarterback. We don't have that type of growth. Like, we kind of like all over the place. Like, we got Evans, we got possibly we'll get Godwin back. But after that, we don't really have no receiving core like that. Running back situations, question mark. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got a lot of question marks. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense. We just got a lot of question marks that we just got to figure out, man. The O-line, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the Steelers got to do is get an O-line. They straight. Look what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs went and got 3 new lines. Got a whole new O-line. All the Bucs got to do is get maybe 2. If the Bucs can get 1 in free agency and then 1 in the draft, and the Bucs will be fine. But we just don't have the roster set up where we could just, like, we don't have the roster for a young quarterback. And that's sad. And we don't have the roster that we don't have the roster for a young quarterback. We just don't. We have a roster for a veteran quarterback. But unfortunately, we're not going to get that guy. Like, let's just keep it real. We're not going to get no Russell Wilson. We're not getting Kyle Trask. It was nice to talk about because you guys ran behind the media. You guys listened to the media and got hyped up about Kyle Trask being upset. And, you jumped on that Russell Wilson train. And you jumped on the Deshaun Watson train.
He's got real natural hands, as we've been able to see through his young career, culminating in a Super Bowl MVP performance last year. Throwing in the low 4.6s, but he is playing at top speed at all times. You see him on these cuts. Does not gear down, runs straight through the football. Strong, reliable hands, and utter confidence there to just run right through it. That's what you get to see here in the gauntlet drill.
We're not getting the top level quarterbacks, folks, man. Y'all can convince yourself all you want to, but y'all know we ain't getting those guys, man. Y'all not listening to Bruce Arians. He's getting y'all ready for Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert. He gonna resign Blaine Gabbert. I think this is Bruce Arians last year. I think this is Bruce Arians last year. Like, look, he gonna resign Blaine Gabbert and put Kyle Trask. He gonna play Blaine Gabbert for a little bit, and then he gonna play Kyle Trask. So we're gonna have quarterback issues in 2022. Y'all know he is. Yeah, they on receivers right now.
As we look at collegiate football change, they're coming out more prepared, understanding the X's and O's, and it's just becoming remarkable. This is starting to become, we call it the combine. It's starting to look like a clinic.
It's been a great group of wide receivers, guys. And to me, the cool thing is we have our, the stars, the big name guys that we've watched.
I like this receiving class. I like this receiving class. What I'm seeing. Out of the last couple of years, I like this one.
Guys that are flying and having great field workouts. Yeah. So that's what's exciting is this group.
I like this receiving class. It's pretty solid from what I'm seeing so far. Christian Watson from North Dakota State, man. Don't sleep on that dude, man. I'm just saying, dog. I'm telling you, Garrett Wilson and Christian Watson, those two receivers, man. Why, Garrett, what you doing, Garrett? What you jumping for? I like Garrett Wilson. You know what I don't like? I don't like guys coming to the combine and not participating. I'm just gonna do the interviews. I don't like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any of the drills. I just want to interview. I don't like that. Why are you there? You're there to compete. This is why I respect guys that go out there and compete. Not do this prima donna. Oh, I don't want to do no drills, but I'm just gonna wait for my pro day. I can't stand that. Word to the wise, you college players out there, man. If you watch this video, get out there and compete against guys, man. Get in an environment that you don't know and you excel. That's how you make your money. Relying on these pro days, man, I'm telling you that I gotta stop that, man. But yeah, I think this is Bruce Arians last year.
He has got a live arm, guys. You talk about getting the ball up and out. He can do that over the top. He can drive the football. He'll be able to extend plays, create plays. He's incredibly strong. He came in here weighed the 220s. I think he played north of 230. He's got the build of a linebacker. He is so powerful and so strong. And then he can just get the ball up in the air and get it out. You see him extending plays here against Virginia.
Yeah, they gotta be careful with Malik Willis. He's not ready to be a starter. You got to be careful with Pickett and Willis, man. Those quarterbacks, man. I wouldn't throw them out there like that.
These guys are power-based runners.
Jalen Hurts and Malik Willis. Speaking of Jalen Hurts, quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, we had Gio.
I would not put them Those are not first-year starters, man. Like Pickett and Willis, they're not first-year starters, man. They're just not. I don't care what these guys try to hype these guys up with Pickett and Willis and Reeder and Howell and Matt Cordell. Like, they're not starters, man, right now. They're not. They're literally, they got to sit these guys for a whole year. Because none of them really stand out like that. None of them are really like, oh my gosh, like surefire. That's why you don't see quarterback in the draft class going in the top 5. Top 10. I don't think, I wouldn't touch from what I see, I don't think none of these quarterbacks first round picks. That's just my personal opinion. Like, this draft is too deep to be trying to reach for a quarterback. You can get those guys in the 2nd round, 3rd round. I would not touch these quarterbacks in the 1st round, dog. All these quarterbacks are like 2nd, 3rd round picks, man, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I forgot about David Bell. I don't think David Bell not run. Did he run? I don't remember him running.
Here's Malik Willis, our first look at him throwing the ball today.
Yeah, it's easy for him
Every year the media try to hype themselves up on the quarterbacks, man. I don't know why they do that. And remember now this draft class, it gives off that 2012 draft class, that Christian Ponder, Jake Locklear. Remember that Jake Locklear, Christian Ponder. I forgot what other quarterback came out in that draft class. That was like, no, man, like don't do it. And teams are gonna make themselves fall in love with the guy. And it's like, nah, man. What draft was that? Was 2012, right? Jake Locklear, Christian Ponder, it was somebody else. Yeah, I think the Bucs should beef up the O line though. Like, let's keep it real. Yeah, I just think that I think the Bucs should beef with the O line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get the O line, D line, beef that up. Strong defense, strong running game. Because if you, I'm telling you, that no risk, no business is not gonna work with Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert. I know people like, you keep saying Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. Like, look, the Bucs might not do it. That's cool, but I'm telling y'all, beef up that O line. You got 3 guys interior. Your interior is missing. Well, you're not saying missing, but your interior has question marks. That's all I'm saying, man. The Bucs got to be smart this draft class, man. Like, that's all I'm saying. We got about 8 more minutes of a live stream with BucosLocker, 2022 NFL Combine. Having fun watching the receivers and the quarterbacks throw the ball. I wouldn't touch these quarterbacks in the first round. That's just me. They all got major question marks. This draft class is too deep to be trying to reach for a quarterback. Carson Strong, man, I wouldn't. No. What, 3rd round? Yeah, sure. Yeah. But anyway, it's the first day of the draft, so I mean, the first day of the combine. Well, y'all, man, I know y'all were hyped for that draft, right? Right. I'm telling y'all, I've been preaching this for years. Trenches, 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 trenches. The Bucs ain't got no choice now. The Bucs neglect that for years. Let's be real. The Bucs have not. The Bucs O line just got good in 2020. Let's just keep it 100. Like, because the years before that, the Bucs O line was not good. The Bucs D line was not that good. Let's be real. They just got, like, Tristian Wrifs made the O line a lot better. Because without Tristian Wrifs, before Tristian Wrifs got there, the Bucs O line was not talked about. Let's be real. Donovan Smith was struggling. Ali Marpet was the only really good O lineman we had. Alex Cappa didn't know what he was doing. Ryan Jensen was getting personal fouls. And then before Ryan Jensen, we had our center. Before Ryan Jensen got there, our center position was horrible. Horrible. Right guard was horrible. Demir Dotson was on his last legs 3 years too overboard, like 3 years too long. But yeah, damn man, the Bucs they just gotta get physical. Because you got a quarterback, Kyle Trask, and you got Blaine Gabbert. You gotta get physical, man. Like I don't think we're gonna see no risky, no biscuit. I hope we don't. Beef that O line up, man. You got 3 positions you got to think about: right guard, center, and left guard. Beef them up. I would love to see that. I would love to see the Bucs just beef up the trenches and just get physical. Just become a different team. None of this chucking the ball around 50 times and trying to be all cute. You ain't got Brady no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the quarterback right now. You ain't got the quarterback for that. There's no Winston. There's no Brady. Quarterbacks that can chuck the ball around. You know what I'm saying? You don't have them quarterbacks like that. You gotta. Hopefully they understand where they stand at right now. You don't have the explosiveness of the quarterback position for the first time since, you know, 2020. I mean 20. Uh, we we've seen the Winston era, right? Explosive turnovers, but explosive. We've seen Brady the last 2 years, explosive. Low on the turnovers. We just don't have that quarterback with Cal Trask and Blaine Gabbert. So I wouldn't go that no risk and no biscuit route because you're gonna look if the Bucs go full back if they go back to full no risk and no biscuit, we'll be lucky to win 7 games. That will be embarrassing. The Bucs go 7-10.
And again, this is part of the evaluation. Watching the quarterback group and wide receiver group go through the final on-field drill.
That's going to be embarrassing.
Position group of the first night at the combine is that, basically one of the pieces to the puzzle here.
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I think 99% of the fan base, or I would say about 70% of the fan base is kind of like Tom Brady ain't coming back, and we still got about 30% of the fan base thinking that he's gonna come back. Like, come on, you gotta let it go, man. Like, you don't want to be the group of people that looks crazy when he ain't coming back. When week one hits and he ain't back, you don't want to be a part of that group because you're gonna get laughed at. So I'm just saying, be careful with that Tom Brady coming back stuff. I wouldn't put no money on that because if you do, thank you. Matter of fact, give me the money. Let's put it in escrow. Let's put it in escrow. If you think Tom Brady can come back, put it in escrow. Give it to me. And if he don't come back, I'll get a gift card and give it away. Let's put it in escrow. You want to bet some money on it? Sure, let's do that. It's funny how they grade tight window throws. Like when the quarterback makes the throw and it works, it's it's a great throw. Then the quarterback misses, a horrible throw. It's weird. You having the guts to throw it. The thing about it, people don't understand tight window throws. It's you got to have the confidence and the guts to do it. First and foremost, you got to have the guts to understand the possible outcome could be interception. You got to have the guts. And a lot of quarterbacks don't have the guts. The Kirk Cousins, Derek Carrs, the Jared Goffs, the Carson Wentz, Daniel Jones. They ain't got the guts. This is why they're going to always be below average quarterbacks. You're not going to win a Super Bowl when you have a safe quarterback. It's hard to win a Super Bowl. Like the Jimmy G, safe quarterbacks just ain't going to cut it no more, man. You got to have that. You got to have explosiveness at quarterback. The days of the Joe Flacco and the Trent Dilfer, nah, fam. You might as well hang those days up. True. That is very true. Yeah. But some throws you gotta some throws you just gotta have the confidence. Not every throw gonna be wide open, right? What I'm saying is I'm talking about the throws that you gotta make the throw. You gotta because you can't playing it safe, you'll win games, but you know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of in the NFL, there's a lot of play it safe quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? And Matthew Stafford is not a play it safe type quarterback. Tom Brady, you don't play it safe. Tom Brady been around for a while. Herbert, tight window, Joe Burrow, gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes, gunslinger, tight window, crazy throws. You know, Josh Allen. You know, you gotta have you gotta make the tight window throw sometimes. Not like every play is not gonna be wide open. Now I do know about poor separation when it comes to the Bucs receivers. The Bucs receivers was like separation was horrible. Horrible. The Bucs need some juice on the outside. AB brought some juice. AB separation was crazy. His acceleration was crazy. Like you gotta have complements of receivers, right? You gotta have that route runners receiver. You gotta have that really grindy receiver, and then you gotta have that guy that can separate. And I think the Bucs was missing that. You know, I know Mike Evans running deep routes every now and then, but his separation was horrible. You know what I'm saying? You don't separate well. No, what I mean by that, I'm just saying like the tape don't lie, the numbers don't lie. Separation wasn't great. Godwin separation got better, but for some strange reason, the Bucs receiver separation was just not. Very rarely you seen Bucs receivers like wide open, like oh my gosh, he's way by himself. It was always a cornerback right over there. You know what I'm saying? Like right there with him. And luckily Brady was very accurate to make those accurate throws. But the Bucs receiving core as a whole, separation wise, ranking wise, horrible. Because you horrible. The reason why I keep saying that because I'm thinking about a battle rap. JC said, "You're horrible." Man, the Bucs got to tighten up. You know, so we're gonna see what the Bucs gonna do. This is a nice combine. You know, deep draft, very deep. Not top heavy, but a lot of solid players that can contribute right away. And the Bucs need to hit about 2 or 3 of them in this draft class. You cannot have a draft class where nobody contributes. You can't have that. Or you can't have a draft class, one player, he plays but it's part-time, or he plays special teams. You can't have that. You got to have 2 or 3 guys in the draft class on the field this year. They got to be out there. Like we need a Winfield Jr. and we need a Tristian Wrifs type draft. We need like 2 guys like bang, bang, bang. Sugar honey iced tea like that. Don DeMarco. We need 2 Don DeMarcos. And we need 2 Don DeMarcos and one it get like that. You know what I'm saying? We need 2 Don DeMarcos and it get like that. So anyway, this is BucosLocker, man. You know, I just wanted to kind of come on here with the combine. First day, 1 hour. A little over an hour now. About to wrap it up. Thank y'all for joining the live stream. Y'all see the combine, receivers and quarterbacks. They about to wrap it up. And then tomorrow we got the, what's tomorrow? The D lineman, O lineman, I think. Something like that. So I'll be back on here tomorrow with another live stream, day 2. You know, key positions, man. Receiver for the Bucs, man. Very key. That third receiver, we do need that bad. Playmaker. But anyway, it's BucosLocker. Subscribe to the channel, man. Like the channel and share the videos. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask much. It don't hurt to do that. Shouts out to all the Pirate Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining this edition of BucosLocker. NFL Combine 2022 Day 1, receivers and quarterbacks. Tell me what you think in the comment section. What you like? What did you like today? What did you see? Is there any receivers that the Bucs can snatch up in that 3rd, 4th round? You know, so with that being said, subscribe to the channel. Fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. Hashtag no risky, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag bombs away. Hashtag stay humble. Oh, Lord. Stay humble. Hashtag. Oh, what is he doing? Hashtag probability versus possibility. Oh, I'm sorry. And hashtag. What does your eyes tell you for the combine? What does your eyes tell you? Hashtag. What does your eyes tell you watching this combine? BucosLocker out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.